Arc Raiders is something special.
Oh, that's not good.
I also have that solution.
What's the...
Got it.
Oh, it's cool.
This game might honestly be the best multiplayer experience we've had in years. Maybe since the early Fortnite days, or even going back to the peak Call of Duty era. It's been a long time since a game came out of nowhere and just rocked the gaming world like this. But the big question is, what's next? I'm not some sweaty Arc grinder. I'm a casual player, but I'm a gamer. I've seen so many games explode out of the gate. Everyone's hype, everyone's talking about the game, and then all of a sudden it just falls off a cliff months later. It happens over and over and over again. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the things that can actually keep Arc Raiders alive. Stuff that matters, not just short-term hype. But here's the thing, the community has to chill a little bit, just take a step back and give the devs some time. They aren't gonna wave a magic wand, they can't just snap their fingers and boom, all the content we wanted is suddenly there. It's just not how any of this shit works. You've got to be ready for the long haul, months, maybe even years until we get the full experience, the full version of what the devs are actually trying to build. But honestly, this is the first dev team in a long ass time that actually seems to care about their game, care about their community, and care about doing it right. So have some faith and let them cook. I'm going to be brutally honest here, Raiders. I don't think Arc Raiders can actually add any more maps without removing some. I really don't. Or at least putting some sort of rotation, timed rotation. Hear me out here. The player base just can't handle it right now. It really can't. I feel like Arc Raiders has already hit its peak when it comes to player count. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I really do hope that I'm wrong. But it just feels like we're heading into a slow decline phase. And adding some more maps without taking any away is only going to split the player base even more. Then you just end up with long matchmaking queues, high ping lobbies, and people in low population regions basically are unable to play the game properly. It just hurts the experience for everyone who actually love this game. I'm loving what they're doing with the weather events too. That stuff is sick, it really is. It actually changes how you play the game instead of it all being just visual. We need more of that, please. Please, please, please. We need tons more of that. Keep that shit up, crank it up, make it weird if you have to, but just make the worlds feel dangerous and alive like what they have been with the lightning storms. That stuff was so cool. If they keep experimenting like that, this game's atmosphere is gonna go from great to unforgettable.
I better see everybody with a wool pack out. Everybody got one? This might be the most we've ever seen. All right, people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. We got her. We got her. There it is.
PvE in Arc Raiders should be a way bigger deal in my opinion, but right now it's kinda dead, it really is. People are way more focused on looting in solos or sweating PvP in trios, and honestly, nobody fights the Arc unless the game actually forces them to. I think a timed PvE event would help fix that, I really do. Not full PvE lobbies, that would just split the player base even more, but like 1 to 2 hour events where everybody jumps into a fight against unique Arc machines you can't normally find in the normal world. Big, weird, what the hell is that thing type boss monsters like the Queen. And in these events, you'd need to actually work together for once. Friendly fire turned off, teamwork required, unique loot as a reward, boom, instantly more fun. Instantly brings the community together, and PvE needs a complete overhaul, and events like this would be a great start. The gameplay loop in Arc Raiders isn't bad. It's kinda addictive at first, but the real question is how long can that feeling last? Because eventually running to the same spots, grabbing the same loot, fighting the same fights is gonna wear thin, and it's gonna wear thin quickly. I'm not saying it's gonna happen tomorrow or even next week, but in a few months this loop is going to fall apart. It probably will unless something happens. Yeah, the PvP is fun. I've had some wild moments, but even that has a limit. Right now, the game is in its honeymoon phase. Everyone is hyped about it. Everyone is loving it. Everyone thinks it feels fresh, but once that new game feeling fades away, they're gonna have to switch things up, add something new, change the meta, shake the loop up a little bit, just something to keep this game alive. Because honestly, there's only so many times you can drop into a raid, do the same routine, and pretend that it still hits the same. New maps and new arc monsters or enemies, whatever you want to call them, aren't going to be enough to save this loop on their own. At some point, the community is going to need something bigger, something that actually keeps this game feeling alive instead of just repeating itself. Content is key, but only if it's good. They're never going to keep up with streamers who play 8 hours a day that want new content every 3 days. That's just simply impossible. And honestly, pumping out weekly updates is just not the answer. It'd just turn into rushed slop in my opinion. So monthly-ish content drops would be perfect. Let the devs cook. What the game really needs right now is player customization. More outfits, more character models, more hairstyles, just more ways to actually feel like your character's yours and makes your character unique to the way you want to look. It's not terrible right now, but it can definitely be better. It definitely needs more attention over time. Don't go crazy with it, but just give us something.
Albie? The missile is in me. It was inside my chest.
More Arc enemies equals better games. Simple as that. Arc Raiders already has some awesome enemy variety, but adding some more would make it even better. Sandworms, the dog walking machines. You know what I mean? These are just some ideas off the top of my head. Make each level genuinely feel unique. Make it feel different. The detail of these enemies is insane too. The weak spots, the AI improvement over time. It actually feels like they're learning. And those bastards keep killing me now. So imagine in a year's time, I'm going to have no chance of taking these guys out. They're going to be tearing me a new butthole in a year or two. More variety just should be their main focus moving forward. That'll take time to make high quality enemies, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm still working through my quests. Like I said, I'm a casual player, but a lot of them feel pretty uneventful in my opinion. They could get crazier the further you go. As I said, I haven't completed them all yet, but I do want some variety. Just going to loot certain things or kill one enemy, two enemies, maybe press a button, hold a button, and that's about it. All it pretty much is mostly just loot this, hold the button, and I get a simple animation, and that's pretty much it. It's gonna get repetitive real fast if that's all the quests ever do. I don't know the exact solution, but different quest types would help a lot. Just something to mix it up a little bit. The stash system is great in theory, especially since stash extensions can be bought with in-game currency instead of real money. That's such a good thing. I hope they don't charge real money later on in this game's life cycle. I really do. Please keep it in in-game currency, but holy hell, the storage fills way too fast. Everyone hoards items just in case they need that item for an upgrade. So we need more items to be allowed inside of stacks of that same material. Increasing stack size alone would fix so much. So if one square could hold 20 or 30 wires instead of 5, for example, I know they can probably hold more wires or whatever, but just increase the stack size. It would help so much, it really would. And we just need better description of items and tell us in the inspect feature what these items actually do, what they can be crafted for, what they can be traded for, what they can be sold for, what they can be recycled into. What is the best thing to do with this item? Just give us all the information, because I'm a casual player and I swear I have no idea what to do with 90% of my loot. I'm just guessing and praying that I don't screw myself over. There's always room for improvement. Always, always, always room for improvement. And yeah, there's a bunch of things that need fixing, but these things take time. I really love what they did with the door breaches, lighting mother truckers on fire. That was so creative. Out of the box ideas like this is perfect. And honestly, I love it. More weird ideas like this. But people need to chill a bit. Quality changes take months, sometimes years. Let the devs work. If you need to take a break and come back to this game at a later date, do it, because the devs need time. This dev team clearly cares about quality over quantity, and in the long run, that's exactly what the community wants. There's so much potential when it comes to Arc Raiders, but potential doesn't mean anything if it isn't used properly. They need to be creative, add new systems, shake up the meta, fix the core issues, give players a reason to log in that isn't just loot the same spot and pray for an upgrade. And for the love of gaming, communicate, tell us what's coming up, show us what you're cooking up in a video vlog, not in a roadmap. Show us visually. That would help so much. Show the community in a video. Even if it's bad news, it's better than silence. We've all played the games where the devs just disappear and they put out slop content, and it kills the community faster than any bug ever would. But at the same time, the community needs to chill a bit. Like I've said many times, let them cook. Let them make smart changes instead of panicking and dumping out rush content every 2 weeks. If they actually take their time and build this thing properly, Arc Raiders could become the multiplayer game that carries us into the next few years. But if they fumble it, if the updates slow down, if the vision gets lost, then we're going to watch another game with insane promise crash and burn right in front of us. And honestly, after how much fun I've had, that would suck bad. Like I said at the start, this game is something special, and with the right moves, Arc Raiders could legit be one of those games people are talking about for years, like Gaming Hall of Fame level, if that even exists. I'm just waffling. But at the end of the day, it has to evolve. If it doesn't grow, if it doesn't adapt, we're going to watch another game with massive potential just crash and burn, and I really don't want Arc Raiders to be one of those games.